So in this lesson, we're going to continue with our Photoshop C1 graphic. And what we're going to do is work a little bit with merging and changing the opacity of some of our layers. So the first thing that we want to do is we're actually going to move our coin layer down beneath the couple shadow layer. So we're just going to drag it down and drop it. And then I wanted to move it back over here so that it kind of overlaps the Colosseum but is tucked behind the couple and the couple shadow layer. If you did not move your pen tool, move it below the Euros layer. So it should be your Euros and then your pen. And then the only other one should be that your coin should be between the couple shadow layer and the Colosseum layer. So sometimes when you get certain images on their layers where you want them, the nice thing about this right now is that our Colosseum and our coin layers are separate. So if you needed to, you could move your coin layer. If you needed to, you could move your Colosseum layer. And so that's kind of nice and good if you want to keep certain layers separate. However, sometimes you want to put your layers together, and in that case we can do something called merging. So what we want to do is hold our shift key down and click on our coin and our Colosseum layer so that they are both what I call selected or targeted right now. You can see that they're kind of a bluish gray color on your screen. And then what we want to do is I just right click and I go over here and say merge layers. Now you need to be careful because if you choose merge visible or flatten image, what you'll do is you'll actually compress all of the layers down into a single one. So the only option we want to choose right now is to choose the merge layers, which will only merge the ones that we have selected. So I'm going to merge those. And now you can see that our coin and our Colosseum are on the same layer. I'm going to rename this quick to coin and Colosseum. Oops. Colosseum. So then I know that those are both on there. And now if I have my move tool selected, you'll see that both of those are together. So that's something that you can do if you feel the need is just to merge those layers together. It gives you the option to keep like-minded things together if that's something you wanted to do for your graphic. The other thing that I wanted to show you is how to change the opacity of a layer. And so let's do it on the Euros first. So if you click on your Euros layer, up on your layer panel at the top, you have the drop-down menu that says normal, and then right next to it you have opacity. Opacity simply means how transparent something is. So right now it's at 100% transparent, which means that you can't see through it at all. If you were to take this, and there's a couple of things you can do here. You can have your drop-down menu, and that'll give you this little slider. So I want you to slide it all the way to 0. 0 means it's 100% transparent, which means you can see right through it. You can't even see the Euros because all you see is directly through. So let's put it at 50%. You can use your little slider, or if you want to, you can type it in. So with 50%, you still see, oh my goodness, you still see the Euros, but you can also see through to the background, and you can see the pen underneath it. So it kind of gives a different depth effect. It's something that you can do. I'm going to turn the Euros up to like 75-ish. Actually, let's push it a little higher. Let's put it at 80. So you can still kind of see through a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the coin and Colosseum layer. Again, I'm just going to click on my opacity slider. I'm going to put it at like 80. So actually with that one, because they're a little more solid, I might move it down to 70. So that just gives it a little bit where you can kind of see the background through it, creates kind of a cool, different effect. So that's how you can change your opacity. Again, it just creates visual interest in your graphic. If all we're doing is just simply putting pictures on a graphic, it doesn't really make it memorable. It doesn't really make it stand out. And that's something that we like to pride ourselves on, and being known for in the yearbook is making things that are really visually appealing that catch people's eyes. So that's just a couple of different things that you can do working with your layer panel. Um, because this is the last thing that we need to do with C1, we can actually just close it and we'll get ready in our next unit to open C2.